Hello there, my name is Mar Haddad. Today I'm going to show you how to configure switch security using DHCP Snooping, BPDU guard and root guard. So let's go to the lab. The lab scenario says that you work as a network engineer in a company. Two core layer switches you have two core layer switches SW2 and SW3. It's SW1 and SW2. And the one, let me correct this one. Your company consists of two core layer switches SW1 and SW2, and one DHCP server connected to SW1. Your CTO asked you to enhance the security on the layer 2. So this means on the data link layer, which is the layer where the switch reside, and then the core switch. The core switches are already connected. So you can see here that you have the core switches SW1 and SW2 connect to each other, and SW1 is connected to a DHCP server. So this one is not yet connected to the network. So the first thing to do is to ensure that SW1 is the root bridge as being the layer 2 layer 3 switch. So at this one is layer 2 layer 3 switch, so they want to be as a root bridge. So let's go to SW1 and do show spanning tree, and we can see that this one is not the root bridge. On SW2 show spanning tree, and you can see that this is the bridge, the root bridge. So we have to do SW1 to be the root bridge. Here I have to say spanning tree VLAN 1, which is the default VLAN, and here I have to say root and primary. So this one should be the primary, and then on SW2 I will write spanning tree VLAN 1, spanning tree VLAN 1 root secondary. So now if I go to show spanning tree again, you can see that now this has become the root bridge. Okay, now do the configuration needed. So in case someone plug a rogue DHCP server, which is a DHCP server doesn't belong to the company, then the port on the switch which is connected to this DHCP server will go down. So let's say one of the port over here, let's say fastnet 0/4, if a DHCP server is connected to it, then the port go down. So we only have to trust one port which is connected to the DHCP server of our company, which is port fastnet 0/3, and they give us the hint to use DHCP Snooping. So I go to SW1 and I enable the DHCP Snooping globally. Here I have to say IP DHCP Snooping, and then I have to go inside the interface. So that's, yeah, I have to go inside the interface fastnet 0/3, which is connected to the DHCP server, and here I have to say IP DHCP Snooping and trust. This means I want to trust this connection. So if I do now show IP DHCP Snooping, you can see that the only one trusted is the fastnet 0/3, and the other are not being trusted. So if anyone plug a DHCP now server on any port of the switch, the port will go down directly. Let's see what I have here. Someone is trying to plug a rogue switch SW3 on the port F0/2 to participate in the spanning tree. Ensure that the port which is connected to the rogue switch will go down once the BPDU is being received on this port. So we have to use BPDU guard. So this SW3 is a rogue switch that's considered as someone in the company trying to plug into the SW1, and is trying to enter into the spanning tree calculation. So of course it will send BPDU. So once the BPDU is being received by SW1, SW1 will shut down the port F0/2. To do that, we have to configure BPDU guard. So on SW1 here, I have to say configure terminal, interface fast Ethernet 0/2, and here I have to say spanning tree, and BPDU guard enabled. Okay, good. So now let's go to SW3, for example. It's not connected yet, so I'm now on SW3, and here I have to say for example spanning tree VLAN 1, and I will make a priority, for example, I will make it 4096. Alright, and so now this one is trying to be the root, and I will plug the cable now to SW1, and we will see what SW1 will be doing. So I will keep it on SW1. I will be sure that terminal monitor to check what's going, and I'm going now to plug the cable inside SW1. Okay, I just plugged the cable now, and as you can see here, that first it came up first, and then BPDU has been sent, then the port has received, you can see spanning tree block, BPDU guard has received BPDU on port fastnet 0/2, so it disabled the port, and it put fastnet 0/2 into error disable state. So now if I do show interface fast Ethernet 0/2, you can see here that the port is on error disable. I will go now and I will take out this command, no spanning tree, and here I will do interface fast Ethernet 0/2. I will do shutdown and no shutdown to bring it back up. Okay, so now if I try to ping the IP address of VLAN 1 of fast Ethernet of switch SW3.0.3, I don't have reply. I have to check if it's up. So VLAN 1 is not up. I will bring it up. Interface VLAN 1, no shut. Now I try again. Okay, it's successful now. Alright, so this is how to do BPDU guard. Now your company has purchased a new switch SW3, so let's consider that this one is a new switch. We bought the company bought it to be used in access layer. The bridge priority on SW3 is lower than SW1 and SW2. So in case you plug into the network, it will be elected as root bridge. Ensure that SW3 do not participate in the root bridge election. Alright, so now what I have to do, I plug the cable here. I will plug the cable over here also, and then we have to ensure that this switch, which is on access layer, will not participate into the spanning tree, because we want this one to be the root bridge always, SW1, because it's a layer 3 switch. So let me plug the cable and come back. Okay, so now the cable is being plugged. So I will try from SW2 to ping 192.168.0.3 to ensure that everything is working fine. So SW2 can ping it, SW1 can ping it, so everything is fine. Now, so what's asking now is that this switch does not participate into electing the root bridge, because the root bridge we want it to be always SW1. To do that, we have to use root guard. So on SW1, I write the command interface fast Ethernet. First, let me take out the old command which I put it, the BPDU guard. So I will take it. Okay, now I have to write this command, spanning tree, and then guard root. Okay, so you can see that it has been enabled on this port, and I will do the same on fast Ethernet 0/2 for SW2. Spanning tree, guard, root. Now I go to SW3 and I will increase the priority. I will decrease the priority, sorry, to participate into the spanning tree election. So I will say spanning tree VLAN 1. I'll put it just to see what's happening on. I'll put it this way, like this, to see the logging on SW1. So spanning tree VLAN 1 priority, and let's put it 4096. And once I put it, you can see here that the root guard has blocked port fast Ethernet 0/2 on VLAN 1 on SW1, and it has done the same also for SW2. Okay, so now if I try to ping, for example, from SW2 192.168.0.3, which I was able to ping it before, you can see that I'm not able to. You can see here it was working because the port has been blocked here. And if I do the same from here, I do ping, also it's not working anymore. So let me take out this command on SW3 and wait a little bit. We can see in a while that it will be recovered. It takes a little bit of time, but it should be working. I hope so. Maybe, oh yeah, it's working. So you can see here that it's now working on SW2, also it's working. So this is how to use the root guard.